Shalom Akim. I want to give all praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua Ba'Shem Rakakadash, double honor to the apostles, elders of Great Millstone. Salute once again to sincere Akim out there, the hopeful elect. And it's July 4th today. America is celebrating their independence, their day of so-called independence. Right? You got a lot of niggas out there celebrating too. I hear them fireworks going off, man. But I'm entitled this video, Let the Fireworks Begin, because the Lord is coming to bring some real fireworks to America real soon, man. This might be the very last year of America celebrating this July 4th. Hopefully by next year, hopefully we out of here, man. Okay? I want to apologize to you, Akim, out there, all right, if you're watching this video, that you brothers in the truth. I told you brothers that in the movie Terminator 2 Judgment Day that they took the scene out with Sarah Connor getting burnt up by the nuclear fire. Okay, I was wrong. I was watching the movie. When I was watching the movie the first time the other day, I thought that scene was at the very beginning of the movie. And since I didn't see it in the beginning of the movie, I said, "Oh shit, they must have took it out." And I saw it on a couple of different networks. Whether it be Showtime, HBO, Netflix, Amazon, whatever. So I was like, oh shit, they took this the scene out with Sarah Connor getting burnt and LA being destroyed by an atomic bomb or a nuclear missile, rather. Alright? And I was kind of like perplexed about it. Then I thought about it. I said, oh shit, maybe they took it out because we've been prophesying that America's gonna be destroyed for a long time. We've been prophesying it. And also we used the sign, alright, with Sarah Connor on the fence getting burnt to a nuclear crisp. Okay, so I said maybe the elites in Hollywood, maybe they deleted that scene from the movie, man. Okay, but yeah, I went off on that, man. I watched the whole Terminator movie yesterday, and that scene is actually in the midpoint of the movie. All right, so they didn't delete that scene; it's still there. And through the spirit, before I start going into the scriptures, I want to play that scene here on YouTube in this video, all right? Because it's July 4th, and I think it's the perfect, it only makes sense to play that video right now, man. All right? Okay. Classic, man. A lot of you young brothers, man, I don't know if you've seen this movie, Terminator 2 Judgment Day, but this is definitely a classic movie, man. Real intense, a lot of prophecy in it, artificial intelligence, nuclear destruction, as you're going to see in this video clip right here. I hope this ain't copywritten, man. They might try to take this video down, man. All right? But even watching this yesterday in the movie, this scene right here still sent chills through my spine, man. Alright? I've seen this in the movie theaters, man, when I was a kid. And every time I watch this, it shakes me up, man. I even had my daughter watch it and she started crying, man. Alright? I was telling my daughter only the other side to give it a few minutes. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, happy 4th, mother effers. See? Woo! You can stand the wrath of the Lamb. Who's going to be able to stand up to the Lord in that day, man? Yeah, James Cameron, man, he did his thing with this. So-called white man knows his shit. Look at that. Yeah. Yeah, man. Alright? Classic video. Classic movie, man. Like I said, man, you young brothers, some of you young brothers probably never seen that movie. I recommend that you check that movie out, man. Terminator 2 Judgment Day. Alright? Classic. And like I said, man, these elites in Hollywood, so-called Jews, small hats in Hollywood, they know prophecy, man. They understand prophecy. They know they're going down. They're familiar with the scriptures, okay? And that scene right there comes straight out of the scriptures, all right? You brothers in the truth already know what scripture I'm gonna bring out. This is the book of Zechariah, chapter 14, verse 12. It says, "And this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem." All right, Jerusalem represents the whole 12 tribes of the nation of Israel, all you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and North American Indians. All right, we make up Jerusalem. Jerusalem was the capital city of our land, of the land of our fathers. All right, and all these nations have came up against us. Be it so the white man, who's the nation of Edom, the Chinese, Japanese, the Africans, Arabs, East Indians, all of these nations, they had Israel in captivity at one point of time. All right, when you check the history, and even though the so-called white man has us in captivity today, but these other nations, they still profit off of our oppression. All right, so they fought against Jerusalem, man, and the Lord is brewing up a race war, man. Okay, but this is the judgment for going up against the Lord's people. It reads, "Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth." And that's why you had it in that scene with Sarah Connor burning, all right, in that playground, holding on to the gate, man, with her flesh just evaporating off her, just melting off of her body. Where you can see her bones, her fingers, her hands were basically welded to the goddamn fence, okay? And all of her skin, her flesh, just melting off of her, man. All right? That comes straight out of the scriptures, man. These Hollywood directors and producers. Matter of fact, the woman who wrote the movie Terminator 2 is a so-called black woman, come to find out. All right? She also wrote The Matrix. All right? But, you see how James Cameron, who's the director of Terminator 2, he depicted it to a excellent, man, to an excellent degree, right? Picasso couldn't paint a better picture, man. That's a saying right there. Okay, so yeah, man, that's gonna happen to America, not just Los Angeles, not just New York. A lot of people think that New York alone is Babylon. The whole United States of America is Babylon the Great, that's prophesied to be destroyed, and it's going to be destroyed in that fashion that you just seen out of that clip from Terminator 2. All right, the Lord is going to use nuclear missiles to destroy America. All right, this is the book of Revelation, chapter 9, verse 13. It says, "And the sixth angel sounded, and I heard a voice from the four horns of the golden altar which is before the Most High, saying to the sixth angel which had the trumpet, Loose the four angels which are bound in the great river Euphrates." All right, see, you have the four angels, the four archangels, that's basically holding back the destruction. Okay, holding back the destruction so prophecy could be fulfilled, and then they're going to unleash the wrath of the Most High, meaning what? Allow those nuclear missiles to be detonated. That's why you got all of this tension going on between the United States, Russia. You got China involved. You got North Korea, other different countries with nuclear capability, and a lot of them are siding with Russia now, man. It's basically breaking up the union that NATO and the EU had together, to the point where you got certain countries in the EU that want to join the BRICS nation. All right, so the Lord is just stirring it all up, man. But for now, he got the archangels, which are bound at the great river Euphrates, holding back the destruction, not allowing the destruction of America to take place just yet. Okay, but at any given moment, the Lord gonna let them loose. All right. So it says, "And the four angels were loosed, which were prepared for an hour and a day and a month and a year, for to slay the third part of men." All right. Now the third part of men represents the nation of Edom, which is the so-called white man, right? You Caucasians. Okay, because there's three classifications of men. You have the sons of the Most High, which are the Israelites, which the Israelites consist of so-called Negroes, Latinos, and North American Indians. Then you have the sons of men, which are just the other nations. Okay, bunch of nobodies, man. All right, Arabs, Africans, Chinese, Japanese people, East Indians. These soulless, dead, spirited people that worship these bugged out gods, these deities that they were into, man. Okay, and then you have the sons of the wicked, or the sons of Satan, which is the nation of Edom, which is the so-called white man. That's why it's in their spirit to be drawn to these Luciferian books and, you know, to be all into wickedness and witchcraft and, you know, black magic and such. All right, these devils, they got an undying lust for that type of stuff because they are the sons of the wicked. That's the third part of man that's going to be destroyed. Okay, so I'm gonna read that again. It says, and the four angels were loosed, which were prepared for an hour and a day and a month and a year, because the Lord already got it set up. We can't give you the calendar date, but the Lord already has it planned and set. The Most High, He knows what time it is, man. Okay, what time He's gonna let the angels loose. They're gonna react off of His command. Okay, it says, for to slay the third part of men, which is the so-called white man. It reads on to say, in the number of the army of the horsemen were 200,000. All right, those horsemen represent nuclear missiles, intercontinental ballistic missiles. All right, and that's 200 million of them being launched at America. That's going to destroy America, wipe it clean off the face of the earth. All right, you know, because what we're basically having is a nuclear arms race, man, in this modern day time, man. And then you got all of these different countries that were once considered, I'm not going to necessarily say third world countries, but, you know, up and coming countries, but weren't major players in the global community. All right, but now they want to come up and they're developing nuclear missiles as well, man. Countries like North Korea, you know, Iran with their nuclear program. All right, you had Iraq. Okay. All right, so you got Pakistan, India, you know, China is big on the nuclear scale in the global community. All right, so, you know, and of course Russia, which I believe Russia has the most advanced missiles, right? The Sarmat Spartan 2, okay, which is a nuclear missile that Russia has, and I believe China also has an equivalent. All right. So, you know, it's going down, man. America's going to be destroyed, man. Let the fireworks begin. You got these bozos out here still lighting up fireworks, man. All right? Okay? It says, I'm going to read on. It says, and thus I saw the horses in the vision, and them that sat on them having breastplates of fire and of jacinth and brimstone, and the heads of the horses were as the heads of lions. So it's clear that this is speaking metaphorically, man. It's not talking about real horses, man. Okay? It's not talking about a stallion. It's not talking about Mr. Ed or no shit like that, man. All right? A Bronco or whatever. All right? It's talking about intercontinental ballistic missiles. That's what it's talking about. Them ICBMs, man. All right? What horse do you know has the head of a lion? Okay? Or has breastplates of fire and jacinth and brimstone? Okay? No, that's talking metaphorically about nuclear missiles, intercontinental ballistic missiles. All right. It says, and the heads of the horses were as the heads of lions, meaning what? It has those nuclear warheads, because that's where the power is at, man, in these missiles. All right. It's in the warheads. Okay. It says, and out of their mouths issued fire and smoke and brimstone. All right. So we know that a lion doesn't breathe. It's not a fire-breathing animal, okay? But it's metaphorically speaking about what? The head of the missile launching out the different nuclear warheads that are in these missiles. You have one missile that can hold about maybe 20, 30 nuclear warheads, man. All right? It reads on to say, by these three were the third part of men killed. Yeah, the so-called white man. You know, the scriptures tell you, if Satan cast out Satan, how can his kingdom stand? You know, roughly paraphrasing it. All right. And the so-called white man, who's the one who basically the Lord put the spirit on to create these missiles, is basically going to be used against him to the destruction of his empire or his kingdom, rather. Okay. All right. It says, by the fire and by the smoke and by the brimstone which issued out of their mouths. All right. Yeah, so that's what's gonna happen, man. You know, and you got a description of that in that clip that I just showed you in Terminator 2 Judgment Day, with Sarah Connor getting burnt up and the kids in the playground getting burnt up and the cities being totally evaporated. The scriptures tell you that the elements are going to be melted with fervent heat. All right, the Apostle Peter said that in the New Testament. Okay, it says, for their power is in their mouth and in their tails, for their tails were like unto serpents. All right, yeah, the tails of the missiles, the back end of the missiles, when launched out of those silos, are basically being propelled by rocket fuel. Okay, leaving a streamline that to John the Revelator reminded him of a serpent. Okay, because you got to remind yourself that back in the ancient world, men spoke of things that they knew about in that time, things that they were familiar with. Okay, there wasn't no gasoline and skyrockets. Okay, nigger chasers and all of that. Back in the ancient world, man. Okay, so John the Revelator he's basically what he's seeing. He's given a description in terms that he would use to describe in the ancient world, because this prophecy was written some 2,000 years ago. All right, you got to keep that in mind when you're reading the scriptures. You brothers already know that, but sometimes you have somebody who never heard the scriptures might log on, check the channel out by chance, jump on one of you brothers' site and check out your videos, man. But they're totally unaware of the breakdown of these scriptures, man. Okay, so I'm gonna read that again. It says, for their power is in their mouth. Yeah, because the nuclear warheads are in the top part of the missile. It says, and in their tails. Yeah, because in the tails is what propels these missiles to launch from one continent to the next. It says, for their tails were like unto serpents. Yeah, their tails were like unto serpents. Is talking about the jet stream, all right, from the rocket fuel launching the missile out of the silo. In some cases, you got missiles that launch from out of the sea in them submarines. Okay, all right, and Russia got a missile that's so high tech and advanced, just like China with them hypersonic missiles, man. They can break through America's missile defenses, man. Okay. All right, and the reason being, okay, when you look it up, especially with the Sarmant missile, or the Spartan 2, rather, is what makes it unique from, most of these other missiles, and how the U.S. Missile Defense Shield can't detect it, is because, first of all, when missiles are launched out of them silos, they travel a polar route. When they're launched off and go into outer space and go to the reentry point. All right. They go through a polar route, and that polar route is namely the North Pole. So the U.S. does have a missile defense shield that can detect missiles coming from the North Pole, but the Sarmant Spartan 2 missile is a hypersonic missile that can actually take the opposite polar route, which is being launched traveling via the South Pole, in which the United States of America, Babylon the Great, they don't have a missile defense system that can detect missiles coming from the south, from a southern polar route. All right, which whether the missiles come from the North Pole or from the South Pole, it doesn't matter. All of the missiles are going to hit their designated target, which is America, Babylon the Great. And we're going to read that in the scriptures. But just to show you how much more advanced Russia and China is when it comes to the development of these nuclear missiles, man. All right, America don't stand a chance, man. All these people out here partying in America, people out there popping fireworks for 4th of July. You got the day off of work, nigga. Just fucking chill out, man. Chill out and relax, man. Okay, all right. I know, these people ain't gung ho about America's independence. I've been outside earlier. I ain't see people with the red, white, and blue outfits on and red, white, and blue flags and shit like I used to see back in the days. Because you had a lot of dudes that really had a patriotic spirit, man. But, niggas just like firecrackers because that's the thing to do on the 4th of July. So, I hope some of you niggas get half of your fucking hands blown off, man, playing with these fireworks, okay? But ultimately, like I said, man, the Lord is going to bring the real fireworks, man. All right? The Lord is going to bring them fireworks, man. So, I'm ranting on enough. Let me read Revelation 9:19. It says, for their power is in their mouth and in their tails. For their tails were like unto serpents and had heads, multiple warheads in one missile. All right? And with them they do hurt. Yeah, you seen Sarah Connor getting burnt up on that goddamn fence, man. She ain't look like she was comfortable, man. All right? She ain't look like she was chilling in a lazy boy, man, getting her feet tickled. Okay? She was burning, man, screaming in agony, man. And that's what's going to happen to you stupid morons out here in America, you dumb jackasses, man. All right? This is the book of Joel, chapter 2, verse 1. You got jackasses that think they know the scriptures. Oh, no, the horses one represent horses, man. That's how they used to ride back in the days in the ancient world. The horse and the chariots and all of that, man. All right? You got warriors on horses. Okay? All right? Being that you said that, you don't understand the metaphors of the Bible because Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah is not dealing with you. Here's Joel, the 2nd chapter, verse 1. It reads, blow ye the trumpet in Zion. And that's what we do. We blow the trumpet in Zion. All right? Zion represents the nation of Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and North American Indians. Okay, the message is for you, man. The monument. The word Zion means monument. Okay, the Lord remembers, he remembers the covenant that he made with our forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Okay, so we're always going to be held monumental to Yahweh Shah. That's why, to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. That's why there's an elect chosen, an elect few that's going to be delivered from this destruction that hits America, man. Okay, all right. Only the elect is going to be saved. Anybody outside of the elect, and the elected are all Israelites, man. So anybody outside of the elect, the millions, the hundreds of millions of people that live here in America, they're going to be fucking doomed, man. They're going to turn into a heap of ashes, man, once the Lord gets done with this place. And that's what we're doing. We're blowing the trumpet in Zion, warning the people. We warning you niggas, man. All right? Get right with your shit, man. Oh, my goodness, man. I don't know if the camera microphone picked that up. These jackasses is out here celebrating, man. All right? But, we trying to warn you niggas. Okay? But I understand only the elect is going to get it. That's who it's for. No praises to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah for having an elect. That's how the rest of Israel is going to be delivered through the elect. Okay? But 2/3 going to have to die on this side. It says, blow ye the trumpet in Zion and sound an alarm in my holy mountain. Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble, for the day of the Lord cometh, for it is nigh at hand. That's right. So the day of the Lord is a day of darkness, gloominess, fury, anger, wrath. Okay? I don't know what the hell they're telling you in the churches, that God is all love and in Jesus, sweet Jesus as they call him in the church, is coming back to save all people, man. Humankind. All right? Nah, man. The day of the Lord comes and the Lord said the land should tremble. You're going to tremble at his presence, man. Because the Lord is coming on a big, huge chariot that the so-called white man calls UFOs. And that day is approaching. All right? It says a day of darkness and of gloominess, a day of clouds and of thick darkness. As the morning spread upon the mountains, a great people and a strong. There has not been ever the like, neither shall be any more after it, even to the years of many generations. All right? It says a great people and strong. Okay? The nuclear missiles is going to come over here. They're going to find their way to America, to the shores of America. All right? Okay? We know it's not talking about an actual army invading America, man. Wars are not even fought like that anymore, man. All right? It tells you that in Daniel the 9th chapter, man. That this war is going to be a war of burning and fuel of fire. Okay? So that's the missiles. That strong army represents those nuclear missiles coming over here to America. All right? Okay? There's not going to be a whole bunch of goddamn airplanes and fighter jets in the skies of America with fucking Russian troops and Chinese troops being parachuted down to the shores of America to do guerrilla warfare here in this country. No, it's talking about nuclear missiles, man. All right? It says, a fire devoureth before them, and behind them a flame burneth. Okay? Yeah, that's what the missiles is coming to do, man. Bring nuclear destruction, man. Okay? Nuclear destruction. It says the land is as the Garden of Eden before them. Yeah, America still has vast land, countryside land, all right? Mountains, okay? Prairies, all right? All you got to do is you can see the United States from a satellite image, Google Earth, all right? The majority of the land is green, okay? All right? Fuck with the white man saying that the earth is overpopulated, man. There's still greenery and places you can retreat here in America, man, okay? It says the land is as the Garden of Eden before them. and behind them a desolate wilderness. That's right, man. So when the missiles come to America, they're gonna see the greenery of the land. But once the missiles reach ground zero, it's gonna turn this land into a desolate waste, man. All right. It says, "Yea, and nothing shall escape them. The appearance of them is as the appearance of horses. The appearance of them is as the appearance of horses." So they're not really horses, okay? They appear to be horses, right? Because back in the ancient world, that's how armies fought. You had the cavalry, you had horsemen, men on horseback, okay? You had the horse-drawn chariots and such. So this is what the prophet Joel is describing. Same thing that the John the Revelator was describing, okay? The appearance of them is as the appearance of horses, and as horsemen, so shall they run. Like the noise of chariots on the top of mountains shall they leap. Like the noise of a flame of fire that devoureth the stubble, as a strong people set in battle array. Because there's going to be millions of missiles coming over here, man. All right? Flooding the skies over here in America. All right? Russia has, part of the Russian nuclear declaration is that if America, or any country for that matter, was to launch one missile at a Russian city, Russia is going to launch all their missiles. All of their missiles. Okay? All right? That's part of the Russian nuclear declaration, man. Okay? So if America was to say, look, man, you know what? We're going to launch a missile at St. Petersburg, Russia. Okay? Well, you can't just launch one missile. You got to use your whole fucking arsenal, man. Because Russia said you launch one missile at us, we're going to unleash all our fucking missiles. All right? And that's it. They basically saying they're going all out, you know, because the white man believes, of course, that he has enough missiles to totally destroy the planet Earth. All right? And Russia is on it like that. That Vladimir Putin, he ain't playing no fucking games, man. And once I putting the spirit on him, he ain't playing no goddamn games, man. All right? So, I'm going to read. This is Joel chapter 2, verse 6. I'm going to speed it up, man. It says, "Before their face, the people shall be much pained." Oh, see, all these niggas lighting these fireworks, they these fucking niggas, man. Every last one of these niggas lighting fireworks, I pray that they get caught up in that nuclear destruction, man. It says, "Before their face, the people shall be much pained." All right? Yeah, man, when they hear the presence, when they hear it all over the news and the alarm systems blaring off that Russia, China, North Korea, Iran launched nuclear missiles out of America, these people gonna fucking panic, man. They're gonna be like straight up bitches, man. They're gonna be in bitch mode, so you can understand. All right? All right? It says, "All faces shall gather blackness." All right? Meaning they're gonna be in a state of shock, confusion. They ain't gonna know what the fuck is going on, man. They're gonna be shook. All right? It says, "They shall run like mighty men. They shall climb the walls like men of war." This is the missiles. Okay? They shall run like mighty men. They're gonna climb the walls like men of war, meaning they're gonna break through America's missile defense shield or systems. All right? It says, "And they shall march everyone on his way, and they shall not break their ranks." That's right, man. There ain't gonna be no missile that can a counter attack on one of those missiles coming from Russia or from the other side of the world, for that matter, that could break the ranks of these missiles, man. You know? All right? Those missiles are going to hit their target, man. It says, "Neither shall one thrust another." Yeah, those missiles, they're not going to go off course and crash into each other or no shit like that, man. All right? It says, "They shall walk everyone in his path." Because why? They're going to be guided by Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. The Most High is going to be guiding those missiles himself, man. Okay? It says, "And when they shall fall upon the sword, they shall not be wounded." Yeah, America's going to try to, launch missiles to deter those missiles, or to blow those missiles out the sky before they actually reach America. But it's going to be to no avail, man. It's going to be to no avail at the end of the day, man. America's going to be bombarded with so many missiles that this place is going to become a mass desert, man. All right? So, happy 4th of July, motherfucker. All right? All you people out there lighting fireworks, you crackers out there celebrating, eating your hot dogs and hamburgers. Okay? May this be the last. And I'm going to end this video on that note. I'm going to say Shalom wa barakum to you brothers out there, man. Just stay stay strong, stay solid for the sake of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah and his return to deliver us, man. Shalom.